Alright, let's talk about what happens after you wash your hair, because let's be real, if your post hair wash routine isn't on point, you could be dealing with limp hair, frizzy hair, and even worse, greasy hair for the next few days. I recently chopped off a major chunk of my hair, and trust me, it was not an overnight decision. There were a lot of things that were happening that contributed to this decision. First were the split ends, okay, and the dry ends. My hair was legit looking like a godega pooch, and because of that, I was like facing major hair fall. Every day I used to just hold the ends of my hair, and I used to have like, couple of strands of hair on my palm, and I was like, this is not how I want to like, grow my hair. I would rather keep my hair short and voluminous and thick than make it lifeless and long. And hence I got this haircut. Trust me guys, I'm in love with this haircut, okay? I do not need to do anything extra. I don't need to style my hair. And I've also documented my entire vlog where I speak about the haircut, what kind of haircut I went for according to my face type, etc. I'm linking it here, feel free to check it out. But for now, let's start with my post hair wash routine to keep my hair soft, smooth, frizz free, and naturally bouncy and voluminous. Step 1 is choosing the right shampoo. Oh my god guys, I cannot emphasize on this enough, because one wrong shampoo can totally ruin your hair game. There are so many shampoos from all these big brands that look so good on the advertising front and everything, but when you try it, it messes up your hair. Your hair looks so frizzy, so dry. I mean, when you touch it, you can feel that your hair is so rough and not at all smooth. I mean, I legit was looking like Simba from Lion King or Monica Geller from Friends. I mean, it was that bad. I'm not even joking. Post that, I realized that I really need to start differentiating between shampoos used for straight hair girlies versus us wavy hair, curly hair girlies. So I started researching. I started trying and testing a lot of shampoos, and that's when I realized that for wavy and curly hair girlies, we need shampoo that are very mild in nature. Okay, we do not need shampoo that has sulfate or paraben, because sulfate has such ingredients that strips away the natural oil from our hair, and that makes our hair look very dry and very frizzy and everything. So we always need to ensure the shampoo is lightweight, mild, sulfate free, and paraben free. So after trying a couple of products, hit or miss, I finally found Curlup, and I've been using Curlup for the past 1 year, and trust me, that product, it's Chumeshwari. I mean, you have seen a lot of my previous videos when I had long curly hair where I'm using all these Curlup products, L'Oreal products, etc. So this shampoo has been persistent. It is mild, it is sulfate free, paraben free, and it has this coconutty smell. And oh my god, after washing, my hair smells so good and my hair feels so soft. This shampoo has been a game changer for me for the past 1 year. I take a few pumps. You do not need a lot, like even one coin size amount would be enough, or depending on the texture or length and volume of your hair, you can take more. I just take 2 to 3 pumps. I emulsify it in my palms, and then I work it through my scalp, and I massage my scalp gently for 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, do not wash it quickly. Make sure you're trying to get rid of all the scalp buildup, the oily scalp and everything. So just massage it, like good massage, for like 4 to 5 minutes, or even 6 to 7 minutes, depending on how much time you want to keep it for. Also, while we're talking about shampoo, let me know what is your favorite go-to shampoo, or do you like to switch it up every now and then, or do you prefer to stick to one shampoo? Let me know in the comments. Step 2, conditioner or leave-in conditioner. There is this debate going on whether you should use a conditioner or a leave-in conditioner. I personally like to skip the traditional rinse off conditioner, because what I realized for my hair type is that when I use a rinse off conditioner and then after washing that off, when I use a leave-in conditioner, both the products, when I use both the products on my hair, it makes my hair super greasy and oily, and then my roots here look flat and the volume it's like gone. So I started skipping the hair conditioner, the rinse off conditioner, and post hair wash I straight away went for the leave-in conditioner, and that has been like Chumeshwari for me, because that leave-in conditioner keeps my hair super hydrated, frizz free. I mean, obviously thoda bahut frizz to rehta hi hai, because that's the nature of curly and wavy hair, but the frizz, it's like, it's hardly there, and my hair feels very soft and very hydrated. My ride or die has been the L'Oreal Paris leave-in conditioner. I've been using that for almost a year and a half now, when I had long curly locks as well as short hair, and trust me, my hair feels more manageable, less frizzy as I said, and feels very soft, and my hair again smells good. So again, that's a win-win situation. I do not take like a huge amount, so I would just recommend you guys to not do that, because I feel, at least in my case, whenever I try to experiment with a new product, I just take like I just try to pump it 4-5 times and I'll just apply it all over my hair, and then my hair looks flat on the roots, less in volume, greasy, oily, etc, etc. So I would say in your first try, just take a coin size amount. I usually take a coin size amount, or maybe 1-2 pumps more depending on my hair length and everything. Now because I have short hair, I do not take much of it, just a coin size amount, and then again I rake it through my hair. I rake it thoroughly, and again depending on your hair type, you can scrunch it also. I do not scrunch it, I just rake it and then I let it air dry. Also, before moving to the third step, let me know, what do you prefer? Do you prefer a conditioner or a leave-in conditioner, or do you prefer both? How does that work for you? Let me know. Now the final step, serum, because let's be honest, the difference between a salon like hair versus frizz disaster is this one last step. This actually sounded like an advertising, I'm so sorry. I don't know what was I thinking before saying that, but anyway, I use the Extraordinary Oil Serum from L'Oreal Paris. I've been using this for almost 2 years now. My friend, she introduced me to this, and I've heard mixed reviews about this product in the last 2 years. Some of my friends who have like straight hair, silky smooth hair, they say that when they use this product, their hair feels super greasy, oily, etc, etc. But I feel it works amazing for frizzy hair, curly hair, and wavy hair. I just take 2 pumps once my hair is like completely dried out. I just take 2 pumps and then I run it through the length of my hair. Do not apply it on your scalp, because then your scalp will become super oily, greasy, prone to dandruff, and then again you have to wash your hair in the next 2 days. So you don't want that, right? Unless you like to wash your hair in every 2 days, that's fine, but just caution. And that was my simple no fuss post hair wash routine for wavy curly hair. I really hope you found this helpful, because currently my goal is to make my hair thicker and more in volume, and then focus on the length, etc. I mean, to be honest, I'm totally fine with not growing my hair long right now. I only want healthy thick hair, and that's why I'm also following a pre-hair wash routine, which includes hair oiling, scalp massaging, etc, etc, many other things. So let me know in the comments if you want me to make a detailed video on my 3-month plan to grow my hair, because now it's been 2 months since I've chopped my hair, and I think it's growing good in terms of thickness and also length. But as I said, my goal is thick hair, right? So let me know if you want me to make a detailed video on what is my 2 to 3 months plan to grow my hair thicker, what steps I'm following, what are the do's and don'ts, etc, etc. I'll be happy to do so. So let me know in the comments if you're team thick hair versus team long hair, or team thick short hair versus thick long hair. It's going to be super fun to know your opinions. And if you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye. Mwah.